Yeah, 28 grams of moss, 28 grams of moss. Little people the kings, little people the kings. Y'all ain't ready for this, y'all ain't ready for this. Yeah. I'm the champion, I'm the champion, I'm the champion, don't know why you can't wanna wait to beat, but it's sweet just to give you cats a chance to eat. What you got for early didn't finish the plate. Now that I'm back, you rap cats are gonna have to wait. Been gone a whole year, still nobody got the leadership or the heart to even feel my spot. I'm the champion, must I say it again? The best in this rap game and I continue to win. See, I'm allergic to that, losing makes me sneeze. Like you phony rap cat, I'm about to make it squeeze. Bring your whole crew, nigga, I'ma swallow that. So when it pops off, ATL is on a holler back. It's 28 grams, nigga. I've been running this shit. So anything in front of me can fuck around and get hit. I follow you rap cats, so you niggas my sons and I'm the truth. Why? Cause I'm the motherfucking champion. I'm the champion. I'm the champion. I'm the champion. Still rep the AT, but I carry my throne. God bless is a child that can hold it home. And I am that child, as you niggas can see. Cause ain't another rapper out here better than me. And this goes to anybody trying to steal my spot. I'm number one in this shit, so number one you die. So when you can't scream, y'all is the best, I laugh. Like really, you cats don't really know the how. You do the math, and that's yourself who really great. Then add it up and watch it equal up to 28. So that's the damn cats know who really the done. I'm overall, I let you niggas fight for number one. See, I put that on my life, put that on my son. Gotta stay the best of people leaking trade love. And my throne and I'm the key. You can put that on my heart and I'm the God. Cause I'm the motherfucking champion.
Legacy Unlocked. When you're locked out of your vehicle, can't get in your car, call Legacy. Serving West Palm Beach and surrounding cities. That's area code 229-630-7615. Available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Have you been denied disability, social security, or custodianship of your children? Call Antonio Williams. He has the knowledge and experience to fight the government on your behalf. Let him represent you. That's Antonio Williams, your non-legal attorney consultant.
Good evening, one and all. Get in here, get in the room. Come one, come all. Welcome to the Anthony Brown Show, this segment that we call the ATL. I am joined this evening by none other than Mr. Shorty Thickums, Muscle Bound, Lick 'em Down, Ladies Love, call him whatever you want, but he's my brother. I went changing for another. None other than Legacy the Great.
ATL home.
Lord, y'all just pray for him. Just pray for him.
If they prayers ain't got that corrected in 3 years, it ain't getting corrected.
Pray for him. And of course, we was around here looking for the juiciest cakes in the world. And we thought we was going to get Sarah Lee, Duncan Hines. None of them worked. But we found them. Juicy cakes. Welcome.
Blessings, everybody.
Juicy cake!
How are you?
Drive them crazy.
Drive them crazy.
What's going on, Juicy?
I'm doing well. How are you all?
Y'all saw her doing this move right here. Y'all know that's that hula hoop. That's the one that Samora was talking about in her comedy act.
And she go all the way down on it. She hula hooping all the way down on it.
Y'all do it on your neck.
Look, and I know how to skip my ass with it too.
Oh God. Y'all, I'm doing my rendition of T Savage and that lady, that Miss Auntie Adrian.
Who was T Savage?
Oh.
That name sounds familiar.
Yep. She had a nice little fan base. and she my sister, but she quit on us.
That young lady. Okay, I know you're talking about.
Yeah, she quit on us. You know, I quit for like about 2 days one time. I had
Y'all
hold
was
on.
fun.
Listen, I hope everybody's listening to the manager backstage, Miss Carlotta Brown. She's the one that makes it happen behind stage. That be the little angel and devil on the shoulders. That's her. She's behind the stage, making everything run.
The whole name. Escape.
Okay. To remind everybody, it's $5 Friday, or should I say, Five Nigga Friday. Hey, hey, hey. Five Nigga Friday. So if you want to support the channel, by all means, you can do so. We'd appreciate it. You don't necessarily have to, but if you do, we much appreciate it. You know, the Cash App is right there, and it's also scrolling across the bottom of the screen. They're good for less.
Before we get into this tonight, Tony, I want to do an early shout out to Mr. Kamal Akbar, Kiel Eccles, Gabrielle, um, Eunice,
Chantel,
Chantel, everybody that is on a consistency. It's kind of hard to top Kamal because he been here like since day one,
yes.
but ain't nothing wrong with trying to run him down. Um, we already know that there's only one person that's more committed to the ATL, you know, watching and participating. Hey,
Donna.
hey,
Hey.
hey, Donald.
Kelly Donna.
Oh, Anaya Kentrell Williams. But you guys are who we do it for. And all the other viewers that have come on to the show and everything like that. But um I it just came over me today when I was at work that these individuals really make it worth getting up when we tired. These individuals are the people that when we're not on air, they're still chiming in to one of us to let us know, hey, what I mean, y'all ain't got what y'all done became rich or something. That what Kamal say a lot. And I just want to let you guys know that we deeply and really appreciate all the support that you guys pour into us. And I understand that a lot of y'all like Tony better than me, Juicy better than me. Um, even the lady behind even even the lady behind the screen that nobody never sees. Oh oh God! It's sad, but I'm glad that y'all allow me and my family to grace y'all home, cars, wherever you guys are, and y'all tune in. You guys, I'm telling you, right now I'm dog tired. And they'll tell you as soon as they saw me come in, they were like, "Boy, you don't sound like yourself." But as soon as it go ATL, ATL, oh!
The spirit jumps into him.
so so I just want to tell you guys, we love you. We appreciate you guys, and the ATL show would not be nothing without those individuals right there that make it a consistent thing to tune in every Tuesday and Friday, and damn near everything Tony era show up under the umbrella of the Anthony Brown show. So we just want to thank you guys, and we love you.
Tonight I had let's see here, 7 videos plus one clip, one photo, one still shot to show you guys to talk about. We may not get to all of it, and if we don't, we'll save it for Tuesday. Tantalizing Tuesdays. You know, so we don't hit a fine nigga Friday, you got tantalizing Tuesday, $2 Tuesday.
Yeah.
But we're gonna try to hit all of it tonight. Possibility. Just sort of look at them lips, and I don't know.
I guess she tantalizing Tuesday on Fire Nigga Friday.
There you go.
Listen.
Oh, y'all both is a whole mess. That's what it is.
So then we go out to get some pictures for Juicy and Tay almost a week. When we talk about tantalizing Tuesday, we show them right there and Fire Nigga Friday. I'm gonna be all baby oiled up.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
Definitely have to put up a disclaimer now.
He said baby oil up.
Okay.
We're not talking about how to heal eczema.
Oh, that's coming from our nutritionist.
Yes. We're talking about the real deal here now.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Speaking of nutritionist and advice from a specialist, I got some brutally honest information from a doctor. I was watching. Actually, Jeanette found this information. She found this clip. It was this doctor. He was a fat farm. He was working at. Jeanette.
Huh?
Was a doctor working at the fat farm?
Oh.
The clip you sent me.
Tony, she sent it on the day she was smoking.
Listen, he worked at the True Farm, and people don't look at that like that.
Well, I'm going to show you this clip where the doctor was talking to a patient.
Oh,
600-pound loser.
yeah. My 600-pound life.
Check this out.
So it's a show called The Fat Farm.
Well, 600-pound.
600 pounds.
Oh.
My 600-pound life.
Yeah. And this is what the doctor was telling one of the contestants. Check this out.
I don't eat that kind of meat. I haven't really eaten it since I've been here.
You're not gonna fade away. You're gonna be fine.
I still have to eat something.
No. You're eating the food that belongs to the next 4 years ahead of time. So if you don't eat, you're gonna be alright. At your weight, body got the reserve.
So now,
He said you don't have to eat for the next 4 years.
You said you got food in reserve.
You got food in reserve, he said.
Boy, I know she got some spoiled insides because she got some ham hocks somewhere. She got a refrigerator for the hamburger meat. I'm talking about this just collard greens galore, Taco Bell stores, all type of shit.
All kind of franchises, huh?
But that man to say that right there,
but you know, the sad part about like laughing, but the seriousness of it is that's what's in her intestines.
You mean stored away?
Years.
That's what he was telling her. Yeah, you got years of that stored up there now.
Yeah, years of it stored up. You got to look at how the body's supposed to digest, which in 3 days, what you ate. So what you ate for breakfast on one day, that's Monday, Wednesday.
Right.
What you ate for lunch, that's 3 more days from Wednesday, because Wednesday's got to come out. Now you got Friday, which is lunch on Monday. Then dinner, that's 3 more days. So for a 1 day meal, it's going to take 7 days for it to come out.
But Kate, what about people that has a very regular bowel movement?
What would you consider regular?
I have a when I go to my doctor, they ask me, and I tell them I at least do BM at least 2 to 3 times a day. They say I have a very regular bowel movement.
For the average American on the standard American diet. Yes.
The reason why I say what I consider regular is every time you eat, you should make bowel movement.
Exactly.
That's regular.
Baby. When you feed a baby, you burp them, and in an hour, guess what? They're shitting. So they're shitting out the excess.
That's right. That's regular. And that's what I was gonna say. Every time you eat,
You should shit.
consume something, you should go
But
to.
that's those are all around the times that I use the bathroom.
Well,
You eat twice a day. You shit twice a day.
Sometimes if I eat once, I still may go twice, but that could be from what you said earlier about the stuff that didn't pass from the food that was ate the next day.
That just means you're full of shit.
yes.
I couldn't resist.
Boy, I listen. But let's just be real. That lady was well over 600 pounds. So we know ain't that much porcelain gonna allow her to sit on it that consistently through the day. So unless she's pooping and it's still in a crack, because I mean, she also has stored shit in her crack area. Because she ain't going to the bathroom, that she's not walking to the bathroom that many times. And she's eating food by the dump truck load.
Lord, y'all.
I wanted to sing a song, but it was just didn't fit. But it was just so.
Please pray for him.
Listen, what Jeanette's supposed to have, we supposed to have seen was the amount of food and intake this lady or dude eat in a day. And I've watched a bunch of those shows for years. And in these shows, Tony and Juicy, the person who is the person that's supposed to be their caregiver, more likely are their enabler. Because most of those individuals are bedridden. A lot of those people, they have to have gurneys and cranes for real to get them out of bed and get them like out of houses. Sometimes they be so big, and this is not me joking. I'm talking about, I watched this show where these people couldn't go like through the door. Either they had to cut the door out, or they would have to maneuver them so that they can go through the garage.
Knock out a wall.
Right. Because they even going sideways, they couldn't come out through those doors. And I remember the heaviest dude that I think his name was Mr. Walter. And Mr. Walter was 1,000 pounds. They had to cut the top of the roof out and send the crane to go in and harness his body and lift him out to take him. They couldn't take him in a regular ambulance. They had to put him on the back of a dump truck.
He was 4 people and a baby.
I want y'all to forgive me because my brother is like off the chain tonight. I want y'all to know that Legacy the Great has not said none of the stuff that Anthony Brown of the Anthony Brown Show, ATL Show, all of the shows. Anthony Brown has said those the right. So counsel him, but don't counsel the ATL Show. Put his ass on probation and make him still have to air our show. Me and Juice will do it.
And Mr. in the background.
What did Jeanette say?
It'll be in the background.
Yes. But for real, it be their aides that be the enablers that go order all this food and bring it in to them. I watched one of the ladies. She was trying to eat you know how you can go when you got that party bowl of ice cream, that Napoleon that come in the big. That lady sat right there watching the soap operas and ate that whole tub
By herself.
by herself. And you
I
know
saw,
what be the crazy thing? These people that be that heavy most of the time somehow have a lot of damn money.
I saw one where a person had ate, I think it was 10, Little Caesar sell a pizza $5. They got
How many?
10 of them by themselves.
So this person could have fed at least 32 starving people in Rwanda.
He could have fed Africa.
Tony, you watched her eat the whole thing by herself, bro.
Yes. Family, and then was ready to fight family members because they was asking for a slice.
So was she actually chewing or was she vacuum sucking?
Now, who said that, folks? Who said that one?
I asked the question. I just asked the question.
But you know what? I'm on a whole different subject, but the same subject. I sent a video to you. There was this girl, I think in Detroit, who was 8 months pregnant, and her baby daddy got in an argument over, I think, a chicken box, and it fell or something. And later that night, she went and killed him.
What?
Over 2 pieces of dog and a biscuit.
And it wasn't even Popeye's chicken sandwich.
The things people do about some food.
But I mean, you mean to tell me ain't nobody, he could have went and bought another one and brought it back. She still had to have it sold?
Wow.
Killed him.
Listen.
So, but Tony, she killed him, she in jail, and she still ain't got no goddamn chicken.
Now that kind of chicken anyway. Cause I promise you, in jail they ain't frying all that chicken. They might be baking it, but they ain't definitely sure ain't frying it.
This world is crazy. But Kate, this is why I'm the one.
It was the baby shower plate.
This is why I feel the way I feel about the heavyweight accept me how I am movement, because it's okay for a person to be overweight. And right now, I'm 192 pounds. I was just 215. But my goal is 180. My health range for my height is 155, but I'm never getting that damn small. But health-wise, we can't tell people that it's okay for you to be 500 pounds. It's okay for you to be 485 pounds. When you know it causes strain, causes the heart to pump more blood faster, harder to keep you going the way that it do. We have to, body shaming is wrong, but health positivity and telling people the true facts that, hey, you may feel great in this body that you're in, but you could feel even better if you lost a few pounds. Your heart wouldn't have to pump so much. Your lungs wouldn't have to expand so much to keep oxygen pumping as much as it do so many times to get the oxygen to your blood to keep you alive. But this movement of it's okay to be this weight and not do something to try to change that. I don't give a damn if you lose 20 pounds. I don't give a damn if it's 100, but lose some to help you live more.
Like Michelle Obama said, just move.
Just move. Because guess what the key thing is, Tony, when we look at those individuals that was in my 600-pound life, most of those people became bedridden because they ate and ate and ate and ate and ate to where they could no longer, their extremities, their legs and their arms damn near could no longer work. Because you talking about the last time you used your legs, you were 290. Now you trying to use it at 450. Your legs ain't built to support that type of weight because you haven't been carrying it all your life. And then I know your back out of whack and out of line because your spine and your goddamn spleen and all that in the back, the muscles right there in the back. Either them motherfuckers Hercules or the bridge. And the guy that got the great back bridge. That's how we go, unless Kate got something to say, we gonna go on and push forward. Kate, you got anything else to say?
No, I can't stop laughing.
Okay. Did y'all know that the Wayans family had a lesbian cousin that's actually a stand-up comedian?
I never knew it.
Yeah, and she is hilarious. Check this out.
Wow.
You said what? Oh, that's a gay dude. You do not fuck with a gay dude in Beyonce, okay? I will never say that again. Damn, you we peoples, what happened? What's up with this gay on gay crime, man? Ain't never almost get fucked up by a gay dude. That's how gay dudes who love Beyonce fight. What you say, bitch?
What happened when she said something about Beyonce and the guy in the audience said, call her by her name. Said, what? Call her by her name. She said, oh, that's a gay dude.
Oh, okay.
I was like, wow. So yeah, Jeanette again found her on Instagram and showed her to me, and I've been following her.
You must have gave her a raise or something.
Well, if I did, that wouldn't be the world's business.
I'm just saying, I ain't had none in over 2.5.
And like I keep telling you, what God got for you is for you, and what God got for
but
us.
But when?
You need to take that up with the Lord. As I was saying, so so Jeanette introduced her to me, and I've been following her channel and everything. Like I said, she's quite hilarious, quite humorous. I'm gonna find some other clips and I'll probably show them on another show. But yeah, she is hilarious. You know, the whole thing about Ken and Karen. You know, Karen.
Right. You talking about how they act? Yeah.
Well, here's one of Ken. Y'all tell me if Ken was right or wrong.
Okay, that's enough. Don't come no closer. Don't come no closer. I'm asking you to step back. I'm asking you to step back. You don't tell me what to do in the public right here. Dude, just go, all right? You're in your house. I was sent out here. Don't get in my face because you're making me feel threatened. Step back, please. I'm asking you to step back. Okay. I'll step back. I don't got to go nowhere. I'm leaving without.
Neither do I.
All right. Man, listen, if you come to me one more time, if you get one more close to me, I'm knocking you the fuck out. Yeah, see?
Come on, motherfucker.
Oh, you want... See, I wish you'd have just left me alone. You didn't have to do that.
I didn't punch you, dude. You punched me.
I asked you to get back.
You didn't have to punch either.
I asked you to get back, didn't I?
You were just here looking for trouble.
Didn't I? I'm here looking for trouble?
Yeah, you are.
Oh, okay. You're right.
Yeah, I know I am.
You're right. That's what I do. That's what black people do. Hope you feel better.
Let's talk about
hopefully he get the memo about minding your damn business. Because his face was fine over there.
Yes.
His whole face was fine across the street.
Look
Went
different.
4 or 5 verbal warnings of, could you back up, back up? No, I'll move then. I don't want you to move. I'm gonna come where you at. At this point, my life is in danger. So let me go on and stop playing with you. And you see how humble and calm Ken was over there on the car when he realized ass was whooped.
Yes, officially. Officially whooped.
I mean, he was over there just twiddling his fingers and brace. I mean, you could have done that at your car and saved your face.
In his living room, he was looking out the window.
Yeah, so yeah, he looked nice over there.
Listen,
Came out his
come on, man. We just gotta. Maybe the Karens pay attention a little bit more because your Kens are getting their ass whipped.
Indeed. On the regular.
This man don't even got a whole face because the rest of it is on the ground because you wanted to bring your body. You wanted to bring your face outside the fight.
Yes.
And got nail liquor hands.
Sticking in a black man's business.
And then you left your face on the concrete. Now you okay sitting over there by your truck twiddling your fingers. And then you ain't got no hands. You do all that and ain't got no hands. You supposed to be Bruce Lee white folk. I hope that this do not have to happen to Ken again. I hope, but we know better, but I'm hoping.
Listen.
Go ahead.
If Ken ain't learned his lesson, he deserves it. He did it one more again.
We learned it the hard way.
The next time Ken coming out shooting before Ken go to talking. I'm telling you.
He thought he was a big grizzly bear and kind of burly, that the brother was gonna be scared of him.
Yeah. And then the crazy thing, Juicy, you crazy. The crazy thing is the dude was still videotaping him with his meat patch face over there sitting on the car. You ain't come over there and try to knock the phone out the man's hand because he recording your meat patch face. You ain't get mad at him for videotaping. You done lost a 1/4 ounce of blood over there by the car and on the hood. Stop playing with people, man. You don't know how to fight. The police didn't get there in time enough to save you.
Obviously not.
And they still hadn't made it there. That's why he was humble.
But I also, even if they did make it there, Ken is in the wrong.
And he got it on video.
The man said, you're just around here trying to start up trouble.
That's what black folks do.
Over here picking on folks.
That's just what that look was too, Juicy. I wasn't even bothering him. He done came over here and beat my meat face wagon. And that's my blood over there.
Okay.
He poured it all out.
Yep, all my DNA is over there on the ground.
There's evidence. I was the victim.
That's exactly what he. I thought he was over. I'm trying. He was over here like this here with the phone in his hand. He couldn't do nothing but twiddle his finger. That means you got your ass whooped, not just whooped. He got that man's phone was still recording. He whooped your ass with a phone in his hand.
One hand.
That man whooped you with one hand.
That's sad.
Bro, you need to take your white ass into hibernation.
Oh, what's that? Shit like a damn bear anyway.
Yeah. You done came out your goddamn house out of hibernation and had somebody put you back in it real quick. The fight was over fast, too. I'm talking about.
You say, the groundhog ain't coming out to see his shadow. Ain't no groundhog today.
Oh, y'all are stupid. Oh.
So then, just do me a favor and back up just a little bit to when he was over there on that car. Just back up and play it right when he got beat, when he started before he beat him, and then let's just watch how humble he was and didn't want to walk up to him after the ass whipping. So let's just go back and look at the humbleness when an ass whipping is used the right and proper way.
No, we gotta take it from the beginning because we gotta see how far he walked to get an ass. He walked to get that. That's how bad he wanted it. He walked to get it.
This hibernation has me.
Okay, that's enough. Don't come no closer. Don't come no closer. I'm asking you to step back. I'm asking you to step back. You don't tell me what to do in the public right here. Dude, just go, all right? You're in your house. I was sent out here. Don't get in my face because you're making me feel threatened. Step back, please. I'm asking you to step back. Okay. I'll step back. I don't got to go nowhere. I'm leaving without.
Neither do I.
All right. Man, listen. If you come to me one more time, if you get one more close to me, I'm knocking you the fuck out. Yeah, see? See?
Come on, motherfucker.
Oh, you want... See, I wish you'd have just left me alone. You didn't have to do that.
I didn't punch you, dude. You punched me.
I asked you to get back.
You didn't have to punch either.
I asked you to get back, didn't I?
You were just here looking for fun.
Didn't I? I'm here looking for trouble?
Yeah, you are.
Oh, okay. You're right.
I know I am.
You're right. That's what I do. That's what black people do. Hope you feel better.
Hope you feel better.
He needs some milk.
Yeah.
Listen, you saw how humble he was. He was brushing the concrete off his clothes, just looking for trouble.
Yes.
And I know what he was saying in his head. Where's the Ku Klux Klan and the skinheads when you need them?
Where's my buddies?
I wish we was back in 1943.
Okay.
Nigga would be hung.
Yes, indeed.
Did you see the peacefulness he had after that ass whipping? It was like a child.
It humbled him very much.
You know how we got that ass whooping and mama been telling us all that? I'm going to tell you, I'm going to get your ass for the old and the new now. And then here it come. And it come from out of nowhere because you still thought she was talking or he was talking. And that ass whooping get on you so good. And then when you get that ass whooping, she tell you, I love you and I told you to stop playing. And then all of a sudden, you get almost like nigga-itis or something. And you get sleepy. And you cuddle up on the bed or the couch or something. And all type of rational sense seem to lock into your cerebral cortex that when she was telling you without the ass whipping, it wouldn't, it wasn't emerging, it wasn't submerging, but with every lashing, I learned.
You got to go to sleep. All them whips on your body.
Yes. And then, the real good moment that they hit you with the I love you, and they let you sit in there for a little bit like he was, and you examining yourself. And then she come back in there and say, I made some chicken and rice. You want some? Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Okay, well, come on in, baby. Come on and get your food. It's on the table. Your brothers and your sisters. Now, this is what I was thinking when I was looking at him this time. How are you going to explain your face tomorrow when you go around your friends. What happened? Out
No,
the fucking.
when he go home.
Because you gotta go back to the street home.
When he
What?
go home, how he gonna
You gotta go
explain?
back home across that street. So you gotta explain to Becky Sue what happened to his face.
You remember when I used to emulate I was a grizzly bear?
Okay.
It was one out there.
Peggy Sue gonna have to explain why you ain't come help.
The way that bear was slapping my face from the front,
Cause
I
Karen
couldn't
was
even. But then you see how fast that fight took place. Blackout, blick it. And then all of a sudden, he just had to made it over there back to his truck in his yard.
Yes.
When did you get over there? We got to see the whole version of him running back over there. And then the dude say, hope you feel better. Motherfucker.
That's like the parents that say you brought this on yourself.
Huh?
Check this out.
Nutrition is the key to a healthy, strong body. Therefore, we need to take control of our health. My passion comes from my adversities, and now I'm empowering people to gain control of their health by introducing healthy snacks for life, which is filled with non-toxic high-quality substances derived from nature. It was designed to stop the human consumption of eating unnatural sugars, so they can maintain a healthy lifestyle while snacking. Healthy Snacks for Life is diabetic-friendly, filled with vitamins, minerals, beta-carotene, proteins, fats, and more. It's a balanced alkaline mix that's crunchy, delicious, and nutritious. It's also affordable, combined with nutritional factors that our bodies needs. So do it for yourselves, do it for your children and families, and do it for others. Try Healthy Snacks for Life. Today, you will not regret it.
I want to give a shout out to Miss Veronica Baines for stepping out on faith and believing in what it is that you believe in for with the health. We are very grateful to have you and Miss Cakes a part of our lives with all the nutritional information that you guys bring to the table. Miss Veronica, keep pushing. I'm telling you, it's gonna catch on, and we're gonna have to get a loan from you.
Okay. I got heard about what's his name? Katashi 69. He's back in the news.
So when he got that ass whooped too, him and that man went to the same school.
What the fuck, nigga? That's how they supposed to treat you. Bitch ass. Mickey Mouse ass, clown ass nigga. Go ahead. Take a picture. Go ahead. Take a picture. I want to be famous now, nigga. I want to be famous. Fuck, nigga.
That's the life of what happens when rats come back to the street. You can become, huh?
Fill me in when you say when rats.
Oh,
Who
okay. Yeah, he ratted on a whole bunch of people that were in the that was in the blood. Yeah, Tekashi 6ix9ine. And he was facing a lot of time, and he gave up a lot of bloods off the West Coast that he was around, and he ended up getting no time, and they end up getting plenty time. And he walks around as if he's untouchable, and he finally got caught.
He said it in an interview. He can't be touched. He ain't scared. Blah 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 blah. You know, y'all know who I am. Come get me. You know, come see me. So that they can't see me.
But this is my thing. I watched these people beat up this because he a little boy to me. I don't think nobody had to double team him. I put your phone on mute. And that's coming from the boss man. But listen, Tony, I watched these folks jump on this man, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he that's penalty to death when you rat. But I didn't watch nobody whoop Ron Zimmerman ass yet.
That's true.
See, that be my thing with us. Somebody who just got on the stand and told something, y'all live by a real code when it comes to ratting. But a motherfucker took a young man's life who was minding his own business, walking home. All he had was some Skittles in his hand, a drink, and he was walking with some deadly weapons, which were his hands, obviously to Ron Zimmerman. And this been happening, what, since 2009, 2010? And you're telling me nobody has put a finger on Ron Zimmerman, but you catch this little young boy punk in Planet Fitness or LA Fitness, and you jump on him. And I'm like, when you go, it's like how people live by a code in the street, no snitching.
Mm-hmm.
And if somebody parent who is not a part of the street, is not a part of that life, decide to tell the truth about something that they want to say or what they saw or heard, you want to kill them people. And that mostly goes on in the black community. But when two officers who are unjustly beating another man or woman in your presence, and it can be 50 of y'all so-called gangsters at that time, all you niggas gonna do is pull out your phone and say that's wrong.
And not call for help or call 911, but to record.
But to record, to say I was there. You didn't make a difference of 2 or 3 or 5 of y'all going and grab both of the officers, holding them till some different officers come, and holding the other person who got beat up until some more officers came, and then once the other ones come, release them. But you'll pull out your phone to record, and you'll beat up Tekashi 6ix9ine, and you'll shoot up the grandmama house who told the truth that you killed Leroy right in front of her house. But when it comes to these type of people, you bitches. We gotta stop the unnecessary violence. And we have to understand that until we can stand together, we're gonna always be divided. And I just didn't understand. You talking about something that happened 2 years ago to catch this. You can look at him in the fight of your little dude. Why are y'all double teaming this little dude?
That was more or less a teaching him a lesson.
But you dumb enough to record yourself.
But that man had just got out of prison from doing 8 years.
Who?
They said the one who beat him up.
And you see how easy that was to go back to pull up that motherfucker criminal history to know that he's the one that did it. Now, because Tekashi 6ix9ine is a B-level celebrity, once was an A-level celebrity, he also has enough clout to send somebody for you and yours. Kate, you got something else to say about it?
I don't know the rapper. Who is he a rapper? And I don't know him. But when I saw how he was beat up and how he was looking, it was interesting. I didn't know if it was to be taken seriously.
Well, you might didn't take it serious, but it ass whooping, he took it serious.
Okay.
Yeah, like that man did. Yeah.
So humble. He was Tekashi help me. Yes. Not 6ix9ine. He was Tekashi help me. Nigga.
And the part I saw, somebody was trying. I don't know, they was trying to get a picture of it. But they were like, "Listen, I'm your fan. I'm a fan." I'm not gonna hurt you. I didn't jump you. I'm one of your fans. I said, oh my goodness.
Our backstage manager said because he's an informant,
Yeah.
allegedly they want the FBI now to supply him with security because he's an informant.
Well, they been knew that because before Tekashi got messed up with what he did with the Bloods and the Crips, Tekashi was already under pending charges on either a child molestation charge or a statutory rape charge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was pending. That was pending before those other charges were. And what happened, what made Tekashi snitch was while he was in jail, a few of the Bloods allegedly supposed to have been knocking his baby mama off while he was in jail. So that's when he really went over the edge because he found out somebody else was playing in his pee hole.
Oh my.
It's always something about that cussy cat. It's something about that cussy cat.
Make me weak in the knees.
Oh. In the words of the great Kamal, lettuce box.
Jeanette said to make it $10 kingdom.
Listen.
It has done that quite a many times, Miss Brown. Quite a many times. It made a man cut his hair. That cussy hole gets so good that it didn't matter that God told Adam, don't you go over there to that tree. It didn't matter when God told Samson,
Shut up.
don't you tell nobody that your strength is in your house.
Shut up.
That cussy hole, that cussy hole. Samson won't listen. Let me tell you how bad Samson wanted that cussy hole. First off, let me tell you how Adam. Eve went over there to that tree. The devil told her, bitch, you're naked. She said, how you know? He said, lay down and let me show you what I can do with this thing right here. She came after just getting fucked. She walked back over there to her husband.
Well.
And told him, you naked. And he said, how you know? She said, that little thing you got right there, let me show you what it do. Let me show you how it make you feel. When they got up, they both were blind. Mind was open.
What you say?
That they needed to hide themselves. They went and put some fig leaves over their private.
Well.
And in the midst of the cool of the day, not the hot,
no,
not the cold,
no,
but the cool,
amen,
of the day. Our Savior,
yes,
came strolling. I said strolling in the garden and said,
what do you say?
Where are thou? They said, we hiding. You doing what? We hiding.
Why he was hiding? Tell us, brother.
Why were you hiding? Because we were naked. And our Savior, our beloved God, said, who told you that? And he went on to say, now watch what your boy Adam telling. He said, Adam, who told you were naked? He said, remember that lady, that woman you made for me? She told me. Hey, Darnisha. He said, that woman that you made for me for my rib while I was sleeping. She told me. Guess what God said?
She schooled him.
God shifted. Watch how God shifted his head. What have you done?
Blame it on the man.
No. God looked at Eve and asked her, what have you done? That was just a quick synopsis of how that cushion hole, and that was the first cushion hole on the planet. So that had to be the best cushion hole ever created. But then
it was over until
it was so good that Adam was willing to give up eternity. Well, he didn't have to bleed, he didn't have to feed himself, he didn't have to hunt, he didn't have to kill, he didn't have to sweat, he didn't have to do nothing but hold on to God's unchanging hand. But he let it go for that good old cushion hole. Then let's move on over.
You better preach, my brother.
Then let's move on to let's move on to David. David, 300 wives already, 800 concubines. How much cushion holes do you need?
Amen.
Still wasn't enough on.
Amen.
Now watch. Let me tell you now. David was a man. After God's own heart. That's how much love God loved him. David forgot how God delivered him from Goliath. David was in his castle.
Yeah.
Woo! Thing get a little high.
Yes.
David was in his castle, and his castle sat so high, and so he could look so low. And he looked out by the Nice River, and guess what he saw, Tony? Guess what he saw, Tony?
What he saw, Pastor?
He saw Bathsheba. And I just wondered, did David stay in the back of his mind? I ain't never had none of that cushion hole right there. She out there bathing in my water.
Somebody else's wife.
And see, the crazy thing, well, let me show you how this cushion hole drive a man crazy. Her husband's name was Uriah. And guess what Uriah was?
On the battlefield.
Uriah was one of the captains of David's army. David sent some of his soldiers down to go get Bathsheba to bring her back up so he can lay in Uriah's cushion hole while he out there protecting the kingdom. That cushion hole was so good that when Uriah got back, Bathsheba was with child and nobody knew it. But David, we talking about the great King David. I ain't talking about David that lived next damn door to you. I'm talking about David that had the heart of God.
Well.
That David turned his way, he turned his head from God for this cushion hole.
Well.
You know what he did?
One of the saints got a question.
Yes, Miss Donisha, how may I help you? Let me tell you something. That cushion hole was so good, Tony, that it made David. It made David put Uriah on the front line of the battle in the war. Because he knew that if you're in the front line, you damn so good to die.
Well, hold on. Missionary Donisha said, but wouldn't it drive you crazy too?
Ooh.
I never had a pussy hole to make me run over my friend for some pinkness that's done been used before, done been abused before, and done been skated in. So I'm sure it won't drive me crazy.
Wow.
Now I hope that you don't disrupt my sermon anymore, Miss Darnisha, with the foolishness question of the heathen devils. Whoo! So now, hold on, don't you interrupt, Miss Cake. Don't you interrupt. Have to have the usher you out. You done woke me up. My spirit is stirred. And I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready.
They said it'll do you like that every time.
So he had Uriah killed, and then he took Bathsheba as his own wife. And God didn't like it himself. Let me take you on. That's how that cussing hole do you. If you're not a strong individual, you know they say the PP make them crazy, the cussing hole make them kill for it.
Yes.
The PP drive you crazy, but the cussing hole. I ain't talking about a new cussing hole. I ain't talking about a one-time used cussing hole. I'm talking about a cussing hole up and used, abused, and beat up in the truth.
Speaking of the cussing hole, men, we have some advice from Legacy the Great. Check this out.
When nobody tells you about divorce, the brutal truth. A man no longer offers access to provisions and protection after a divorce. A woman no longer offers access to loyalty, appreciation, and respect after a divorce. During separation, up until divorce, and long after, a woman completely shuts off access. He has expired her duty and contributions to the union. A man cannot shut off access. His duty remains consistent. He does not get to expire his contributions. During separation and divorce proceedings, a woman will strip you of your assets and children, have another man occupying your side of the bed, and time with your children while you're paying the rent and utilities, including the apartment you have to stay in during the process. More often than not, attorneys will persuade men to stand down when battling for joint custody due to the unfair court system. And more often than not, you'll be paying for her attorney fees, and if you had a lengthy marriage, you'll be paying alimony. So when it's all said and done, you'll be funding her lifestyle with someone else, and your children will be weaponized against you. So let's stop questioning men who'd rather exercise their options or promote premarital agreements.
I can give you that, Legacy.
Now, that one right there, because it's in my soul, I just got to tell you right quick, Tony. And then I'm going to shut Pastor Rubberleg off. Pastor Rubberleg. So, but I mean, on the serious tip, let's look at Samson. Samson, God told Samson not to never ever tell nobody that his strength was in his house. But he was in love with that lady. And it was so crazy to me after I read and reread so many times. This woman didn't get Samson messed up just on her first try. The first time he laid in her lap, he told her a lie that his strength was in something else. So when he fell asleep in her lap, she tied him up, called the Philistines in. They rushed in. He broke out of them, killed the Philistine. Next time he told her another lie. She lay him down, put him to sleep, tie him up again. Boom, 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 boom. They break in. He break the things, and he defeat him again. On the third time, because you see how he done came back and how he done been blind twice. That this woman don't give a damn about you. All that matter is this time is I done paid for 2 dates. I done came over. I already answered the question, ma'am. All that mattered was is I gotta get this cussing hole. So the third day, she let him get the cussing hole. I'm gonna tell you how you know he gave her the cussing hole. He told her that his strength was in his hair. You know how we pillow talk when we done bust something.
Yes.
Now you for some reason all this humility come off of your chest. I just want to be honest. There's no need for me to lie to you. You're gonna love me. I'm gonna love you. So yeah, all my strength is in my hair. You go to sleep. You wake up. The same people again, right there, standing in front of you. But this time you don't have no strength because they done chopped off your locks. Now you sitting up here in the middle of this big cathedral and you ain't got no strength. And now they done plucked out your eyeballs. They got you chained up. And now you got to ask God for forgiveness and ask him for strength. So you not only can you destroy them, but you destroyed yourself. Ain't that life every damn day for the week at Cussy Hole? Brothers kill brothers about Cussy Hole. Like it ain't no more Cussy Hole out here. And then when you had the Cussy Hole, you wasn't doing right by that Cussy Hole because you had another Cussy Hole round the corner. But now, like ZZ Hill said, who's making love to your old lady while you are out making love?
That's true.
And I'm going to close out the sermon with this. When you find you some good PMP or Cussy Hole, protect it, love it, provide for it as it does the same for you, and hopefully your Cussy Hole don't let nobody else put PMP in it to where you got to go kill somebody and kill yourself. Reverend Sermon, Reverend Legacy is out.
What is PMP?
I just call it PP, so I just say PP.
Okay.
I call it PP.
Listen, let's move forward.
Yo, mess. Let's see what this is.
I hope I broke that down enough about the Cussy Hole.
Amen.
Yeah. Amen. Listen, did y'all hear about the school bus driver that had heart attack? And the 13-year-old child had to jump in and save everybody on the bus.
I heard about it, and I'm pretty sure that the video came to me, but I was trying to get me some Z's, and I didn't get to look at it. So, did you know about it, Kate?
Yes, I know about it.
Well, let Kate have this. I'm a little parched.
Prophetess Kate.
You gonna play the video first?
Yes, check this out.
I am Lord.
So he's a hero. He saved him.
Yeah.
The man was like
gone.
And
did he die?
No.
Not that I know of.
Nobody died. There was no casualty.
Saved the entire boat, they said.
Right. Perfect timing, and he got it stopped. What I noticed was there was one kid who tried to do something and then panicked, and then the other one came.
Mm-hmm.
And so got two heroes there.
Yes.
No. We're not giving out no trophies. There was one hero. He went up there and stopped it. Stop giving out almost participation awards.
Listen, half of Palm Beach County got a certificate of attendance. Stop it.
That doesn't mean you graduated.
Listen, they think they did.
Okay, you heard what you say. They think they did. That don't mean it was. You showed up for all these days, did not a goddamn thing. Get your ass out of our school system.
Well, I think it's commendable that someone in the first one took initiative. That's bravery, and maybe felt like the bus wasn't stopping, so he had to stay in his lane.
But
he had sense enough.
I'm gonna say this.
Honor.
Okay, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna try to say this right here. Listen, I think that's why it's not so easy, and that's why everybody can't be a hero, because it's something that's called upon in you to actually be willing to give up your life for another life, to actually spring into action without even thinking about the ramifications of what could possibly happen right at that moment. That's why I was joking. They both are commendable for their attempt. But everybody, for real, everybody don't have that in them. That's like if you see a man jumping on a woman in open public and you'll see other men, that ain't none of my business. But then you may see some that say, hey, you ain't got to do all that and intervene, because that's in their calling. That's in them. Marines, Navy people, Army guys, Air Force people, that police officers, the good ones, that are willing to put their lives on the line for other people and risk leaving their families forever on a day-to-day call for me and you, Tony, and all of us that don't have to do that. Not saying that I'm not able to do it, because I am, but it takes a very, very special heart to be willing to let go of their everything so that you can go on. It does.
I agree.
I agree.
It must be about the snow over here in Cape Coral, because y'all usually don't got them agree with me at the same damn time.
Well, I don't know what it got into you. The spring done sprung up the season. I mean, we talked about it and we said it's your season is here, and it's bringing it in. So you just move right along.
I'm going back into the winter scene there, because I can't be this good guy.
Speaking of the season, y'all know Mr. Hess, the food truck. He came by once last week, and I had told him then about this is the season just to show up. Remember the video I had showed.
Mm-hmm.
So the day or yesterday he had came, and he was saying that he had overcooked too much food, and he was worried that when he got home he would have to either throw some away and some he could possibly save, but he could overcook. So there's one person called him and said, "Come over, I want to get breakfast." So he's like, he was on his way to me to get me and Jeanette breakfast, but he went to this lady first, because they were en route. While he was there, somebody saw him and said, "Oh, come! I live right around the corner. Come around the corner. Let me go get my money. Just come right around the corner. You'll see a so-and-so car." So he said, "Okay." He said when he went around the corner, it was like 17, 18, 19 people there ready to buy breakfast. And he said all that extra food that he had cooked sold out mostly.
Right.
So when he finally got to us, we just got the scraps, what was left over. I didn't even make a complete meal. And I reminded him of what I told him last week. I said, this is the season just to show. God said, if you just show up, he'll show out. You just got to show up. This is the season to show up. And when I reminded him, That video, he was so profound. He's like, yeah,
You
you're
showed
right.
it to him?
I haven't showed him the video yet. I told him about it. I told him I'm gonna text it to him, text him the link. I said, well, yeah, this is the season. All you gotta do is just have a little faith and show up.
You know, I watched the video before I moved over to my new location.
Mm-hmm.
And that was one of the deciding factors of me doing the move too, because I didn't know that extra money and jobs and things were gonna open up. I just moved.
Mm-hmm.
And right before the information I got about my daughter, it was like something that was already driving. You know, I came over like 2-3 times before everything went like it was supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
And remember, I told you I walked in looking for the regular production job.
Mm-hmm.
And the showing up, he did show out and ended up getting me the supervisor position.
Amen. Won't he do it?
I just had to show up. I just had to show up.
Show up.
Now, what he didn't tell me was he was gonna add some extra stuff, like getting my ass up at 5 o'clock in the morning, the working out, and then going to work, and then since you got a little bit more juice when you come home instead of playing with yourself, you can go walk 2 more miles. You'll go to sleep.
But I'm gonna add to it. That's that churning and that purging process to get you elevated and ready for something else. That you don't know what's going on in the future. Only he knows.
Right.
But what you're going through now is the process. So we just got to go through the process. You've already showed up. He showed out. Now go through the process.
And the
process is like going through a tunnel. And if you could envision yourself walking through a metal tunnel or a concrete tunnel, you know, if you stand at one end and look over to the other end, you see a little light.
Yeah.
And if you just go through it, going through is better than being stuck. Because guess what? Eventually you're going to come out on the other side.
Yeah, but you ain't told me about what's going on in this goddamn darkness that I got to travel through to get to that goddamn light, though.
That's the process. You just
trust him. Just trust him and go.
Just trust him. Because I'm like I told Don Allen, and I'm gonna say it to y'all. If God, if what you're doing, you honestly feel that in your heart that God placed you there. See, the God that I serve, he can't fail. That's one thing he cannot do is fail. And if he brought you to it,
he'll bring you through it.
Same word, he has to see you through it.
You better believe it.
All you got to do is show up.
Yep. So, I know that that's a true statement. And I mean, it's been several times that I done been over here and I already had trials. And I'm like, you know what? I could get a goddamn job back in Palm Beach. And every day when that alarm go off, I spring on up. He touched me and say, hey, time to do it again. At the end of that, you have to make up your mind on, are you going to continue trusting, or are you going to go back and trust you and what you've already not done?
Mm. And
so,
on that note,
there are 3 types of doors that you have to encounter. The first door is a manual door. It is a door that that requires effort from you. You put your hand on the knob, you either pull or you push. That's the door that requires effort. And many of us are frustrated, irritated, and aggravated because it feels like every door we've been trying to open for ourselves has been taking all of the effort from us. But God says there's a second door that is a revolving door. Now, this door is crazy because it requires no effort, but it does require timing. Because the revolving door does the work for you. But if you miss timing, you end up going in circles. I don't know who I'm preaching to, but the last 6 months of your life, you've been going through some unnecessary circles. And God is saying, I've already made a way. You got to make sure you get in my. The third door is an automatic door. Jesus. The third door does not require effort, and it does not require timing. All you got to do is show up. Can I preach and declare the reason anxiety, depression, and frustration has been on you so heavy, because the devil knows in this season, all you got to do is show up.
Just show up. That almost got me teary-eyed. I had a heart-to-heart.
Because you're a goddamn water bag.
Call it what you want, but I had a heart-to-heart conversation with Donnell, and I was talking about this sermon with him and some things that he's been doing and not doing in his life. And believe it or not, the last 2 days, Donnell has gotten up and he's been taking my advice and taking my direction and God's direction as well, because that's where it came from. And I tell you, the notaries has been coming like crazy in 2 days. I say even in your fibromyalgia, even in your downtime, even in your sickness and hurting, you still gotta get up. You still gotta eat. You still gotta push forward. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Ask for them reviews. Get them Google ads. And the last 2 days, just in 2 days, there's been a difference.
Oh yeah.
And he is so amazed at what he's been doing. And I told him, I said, Don, all you gotta do is, I said, this is the season. Just show up. So for everything that you said that God has placed in you, in order for him to do what he gotta do in you, you just gotta show up. Show up and do what he asked you to do. And I said, and I even told him, I said, partly the reason why God won't bless you, I said, because you're not consistent with doing the things that he's already told you to do and allowed you to do. So if you're not being a blessed and obedient to what I've already given you, why would I heal your body to continue not doing what I've asked you to do?
It's kind of like when people need certain type of organ donorship, or they're on the organ donor list. Before you can even get on certain donor lists, they ask you, do you smoke? Do you drink? Do you do this? Do you do that? Do you take drugs? Do you do this? And if you do one of those things, that automatically disqualifies you for being on the donor list. Wow. And you like, why? And their reasoning is just what you said. Why would I give you a new heart? Why would I give you a new lung? Why would I give you a new kidney? Why, when all you're going to do is get out and do what you've been doing with this, when I could have gave it to somebody who don't already have these type of habits.
Mm-hmm.
So when you said that, it came to my mind, because that's true. Why would I give you? And it takes you back to the parable about the guys with the three guys with the talent, where God gave one 5, gave one 3, one 1, and the one with 5 went and did what he did with all his talents. The one with 3 was so happy he went and did everything he could do with that one with the 3 talents, and the one that had 1 bitch, moan, and groan. And when God came to him, he was like, why you not using your talent? He was like, because I don't understand why you gave me 1 and gave them more than me. And because he was so disgrateful for the talent that God gave him, which could have been better than all 8 of the talents with them put together. Mm-hmm. And what God did was took that one from you. Now you got none, and gave it to the one that had 5, which gave him 6. And the dude with 3 was still cool. Mm-hmm. Sometimes our disgruntledness, our disgratefulness in the middle of what you have can cause you to have none.
Exactly. You okay, Juicy Cake?
Yeah.
She looked like she was taking a deep breath, like she was getting ready for a labor pain or something just then.
No, I was about to say rebuke. We have it all. And I said, okay, I ain't gonna yell.
Okay.
She know when she usually say that, I always go to hollering so she don't talk about some.
Okay.
I was gonna yell it though.
And this one is Juicy. I want you to chime in on this one.
Okay.
Check this out.
Before you take any drugs for high blood pressure, you should always request further tests. And these tests aren't to undermine your doctor, but to help you advocate for yourself. The two tests that you should request from your doctor is a red blood cell mineral test along with the cardiovascular risk panel, and here's why. The red blood cell mineral test evaluates your intracellular mineral status. Your blood pressure is controlled by specific minerals, and if there's any imbalance, they will be pinpointed in this specific test. A cardiovascular risk panel will identify cardiac markers that will show how much of a risk you have for cardiovascular disease. Cardiovascular disease is the end game for high blood pressure. And if your risks are high, this test will show you how important it is to make these lifestyle changes. Taking both of these tests will allow you to see your deficiencies and see your risk and allow you to correct them. And when you understand both of these things, you're in a better position mentally to overcome the problem. Click the link in my bio to access my high blood pressure breakdown so you can understand what you're missing when it comes down to controlling your blood pressure.
Take it away, Juicy.
No, you said take it away. You know, those are two good tools to use to figure out as a second, opinion. Like even with obesity, and you were speaking of how your heart and your body got to work harder. That's gonna cause more pressure. So it's so many factors that weigh into two things. Trying like pinpointing the reason. Those tests help identify what could be the cause that you're actually doing. But you can also, when I do my consultation and take on someone, they ought to give me their blood work so I can look into their blood work and see what minerals are deficient and what aren't, so that is significant into how you're gonna be your well-being, more than just high blood pressure. Whether you're gonna have allergies this season, you can tell whether you're gonna be more depressed because all the levels show up
of the blood work.
Mm-hmm.
But let me ask you this question, Cake. Why don't most doctors run these tests? Why would I have to request them to do these tests when they already know? To my age.
I know.
Go ahead, Tony.
Because doctors aren't in business to heal you; they're in business to make money. So if they gave these certain tests that was able to heal you, guess what? Then he'll be out of business. So they're there just to put a band-aid on your situation, and you keep coming back every month or every 6 months or every once a year. So they're not there to think about it. I've had high blood pressure for about 6 years, 7 years. In 7 years, y'all couldn't heal me. They ain't trying to heal me.
So I got a question for you on that before Kate give her opinion on it. When you go back to your next blood to get your high blood pressure check, are you gonna show him that video and ask for that to be done for you?
I ain't gotta show him the video. I can still just ask.
Cause I'm damn sure Monday I'm making an appointment. And I'm doing mine Zoom. I need to know, first of all, let me ask you, have you ever done this test right here for me? And if you have, I need those readings. And if you haven't, why haven't you done this for me? And why I don't know about this information? So since you ain't gave me, you ain't helped me, you ain't did a damn thing for me, but told me, take this water pill and this blood pressure pill, and you'll be good. Now I want these done. Cause I see you don't give a damn about me.
Exactly.
Cake.
Yes.
Put it down.
No, but you know what? Doctors, first off, it's a profession. So you say like they in it for the money. Their profession is the study of. So they doing exactly what they saying they doing. It's, how can I say it in the most nicest way? It's the ignorance of us going to them thinking they doing something for us when all we doing is volunteering. Test me. They running these tests, but they running the tests.
That's why it's called a practice. They're practicing.
Right, but their test is to get more evidence, more research. There are books with case studies of all the things going on in the world, and we the subjects.
Right. That's how come most doctors or most pharmaceutical companies can easily say we've had well over 1 million case studies or trials with this medication, because it was actually poured into the actual people who were coming into the hospitals. It was actually poured into those who your primary caregiver prescribed it out to you. And so they, of course, they got millions of guinea pigs to try out things on.
Yep. And then not even just that, they go, all the pharmaceutical or the manufacturer has people who advertise for them. Go submit this to the doctor. This is your demographic target. All OBGYNs, all pediatricians. Go sit and take this medicine. Give free samples. They got enough to give free samples. Once the person tries it, they like it, they coming back for it. Now we done got them. And that's just what they do.
They got a movie. I forgot the name, but I think it's called Oxycontin or Oxycodone. And what it is they show you how the big pharma funded doctors to push out oxycodone drugs, knowing that it was at a high rate of addiction, damn near as close to heroin, cocaine. And Johnny Cruz, what did it say, Tony?
Johnny's gonna get blocked.
Okay. So, but and then when you start to talk about it, they made a movie, but they did all they could to prevent that movie from actually coming to movies, because it would have revealed how big pharma and other advertisement companies knew that these drugs were very, very addictive. I'm talking about, we know how sugar is actually more addictive than cocaine and crack and heroin, because it attaches itself to the dopamine in your brain. And that's what the oxycodone did. And so they were trying to block the movie. I started watching it one time and dozed off on it, but it was getting good. But I need to go back and find it and find the name, because I definitely would like everybody on this podcast. What?
I'm not like, I think for me myself, I can't go to a doctor for that. Like, there are things that I can go to use their service for tests, because I don't have the measurement tools to test. However, I can practice on myself, is how I look at it. Self-care is care. But not everyone is capable. Just like you said, the heroism, not everyone is able. So I am thankful for the doctors being there, and for the people who do use them, because that may be their level of self-care. They're taking the initiative to seek help, to seek someone. Now, I just challenge and ask everyone that if that's where your level is, just as in the reps of push-ups, you start with 10, then the next time you're going to go to 15. Increase that level by asking questions, by being proactive.
But Kate, I'm gonna be honest with you. Most doctors that I've seen, they hate a very inquisitive patient.
Of course.
Because they also feel like how most lawyers hate when they have an intelligent person that can actually comprehend the law or the letter of the law just as well as them and didn't have to go to school and spend $70,000, $80,000 for going to college. They actually hate individuals that say, I don't know what the hell nucleocosmos is. What is the normal breakdown name for this right here? And the purpose of them making those names so hard to pronounce is because most people don't and won't take the time to break it down, break down the definition of what it really is, because their mindset is this too hard for me to comprehend anyway. And I'm not a doctor, so obviously he's a doctor or she's a doctor, so he or she may know better than me. But nobody knows your body better than you because you're the one who lives in it and walks in it every day.
Right.
That's why the funny thing is the doctor asks you how you feel. Where are you hurting? What's bothering you? So once I tell you what it is, you throw what I told you in a box and say, okay, let's pull out this shelf, because normally when they got these things right here going on at the same time, this is what we normally hit them with. Not that you went in there and really just did something spectacular, but they actually hate when you have, I know your doctor, if you had to go see a primary, I know when you had to go to your OBGYN, I know when you had to go to the goddamn primary for a goddamn flu shot, you made them people tell you how many goddamn this and that was in it. Them folks wanted your ass out of there, juice.
So look, I'm thankful and I'm blessed with doctors that are impressed, I guess.
Right.
And aren't, and their ego. So in my years, what I've realized is there's a lot, like we have different types. There are different types of people. There are different types of doctors. One, and for sure, every one of them studied. All of them went. There's some who were raised up in it and knew already about it, and their mindset was for the money. There's some who saw this doctor and said, I'm gonna be a doctor when I get older, and went down the path it took to be the doctor, but didn't even pay attention while they were studying how they were being brainwashed and manipulated to in a way. So today those doctors are stepping up like, wait a minute, we learned all of this, but we can do this and help. Why don't we just do that? And they're making those changes. They're going back to school and studying nutrition, studying naturopathic, studying herbology, so that they can not change their practice, but change to be helping people heal instead of getting
and a lot of those doctors are being shunned too from the medical field too. They're trying to take away a lot of their degrees and stuff, because even you told us a while back, Juicy, that like paying your dues to be a part of this right here, you have to take this oath. And truthfully, the oath basically just tells you that, in a nutshell, you better do what we tell you to do, how we tell you to say it. And it's mostly for big pharma to continuously push certain drugs, like you said, in certain communities. Because if you look around, I think from what I've learned being in Palm Beach County is St. Mary's damn near kill people all the time. But St. Mary's has the best NICU for babies in the state of Florida. Then Good Samaritan is a decent hospital. but they are for the cancer unit. They're pretty good with the cancer treatments and stuff. That's what they, and then you have JFK, which they changed it to something else. But the one that's out in Palm Beach Gardens, they're where they send you at when you're having heart computations, because they have the best heart specialists there.
It used to be JFK.
Right.
And they had people dying every other day and getting sued out getting sued because people would come in with heart problems. They would tell them heartburn, and then they go into cardiac arrest.
Right.
But that's Atlantis for you.
Okay.
The city of Atlantis don't want you coming through there. So here we got you.
Yo, man. I got one more thing to show, and then go ahead, Legacy. You have something to say?
No, one more. I'm sleeping.
And you're the one with the most energy on the show.
Look, you gotta fake it till you make it.
There was okay. You guys gotta be mindful and careful about who you date, who you marry, who you cohabitat with, who you have children with. There was a story that Juicy had sent about this young man and this young girl. They were dating. I don't know how long they had been dating. It was just probably I'm gonna show the clip, but they have been dating. Well, I'll show the clip while I talk about it because I can't show the video. I can't show the video because it's a YouTube video and I don't want to get a strike or a claim. But I'm going to show you the still shot. This young man here. Let me move this banner out of the way so you can see it. This Texas boyfriend, he kills his 2-year-old daughter on FaceTime live and blames blames the black, which is the new boyfriend that's in her life. So what happened was she broke up with this guy right here, and as a result, she started dating another dude. He couldn't handle the truth, so he attacked her at a local Walmart while she was, coming out, going to the car. Attacked her, took the child, and took the police on a high-speed chase for about 25, 30 miles. At the same token, he went on FaceTime and was strangling, and he beaten and strangled the 2-year-old child. The girl and the girl's father, which is the baby's grandfather, was watching this and pleading. She loves you. That's your daughter. Don't do this and blah, blah, blah. Let's talk about it. He wasn't hearing none of that. He was blaming the girl. You brought this on yourself. So you broke up this family unit. You broke up this, this is what we had. So because you broke it up, then she can't live. Because basically, I ain't having another man taking care of my baby. And if I can't have you, you can't have her. So he strangled this child to death. She's dead. He's 25 years old. I don't know how old the mother is, but it was a young couple. What do y'all say about this?
You said it all. It was gruesome how she described what she had to see, and it's like you can't, as a mother, she's not gonna take her eyes off, but then as a mother, she had to watch that. And his justification is like Legacy, all that you preached about what that will do.
Will that pussy drive you crazy?
I said cussy.
Man.
And I said pussy.
It's crazy. And that's a beautiful baby girl.
Yes. And to sit there and watch life leave her body and be okay with it.
And it's like he not only strangled her, he beat her, he hit her with something to where blood started
just bloody,
gushing everywhere. I mean, he and while he doing it, he telling her it's your fault. You're the reason this happened. And it's like you can say be careful, but there ain't no way to know this.
Right?
There ain't no way to know this.
But when I say sometimes the signs are there, because I know for a fact that day wasn't the first day that he was abusive.
You know what? I have experienced, not myself personally, I'm not saying, but when I do mentoring and stuff, situations where people have been perfect, but like when we were talking about childhood triggers, things that like if this ever happened to me, then this is how I'm gonna do. And then it happened. And people do.
I know Legacy is over there thinking Legacy has one daughter. He has 30 male sons, but one daughter.
Look, I got one daughter.
And because he got one daughter, she has a special grip on that heart, a special drawstring. And Legacy, I know you can't even imagine the new baby mama boyfriend or fiance doing such a thing.
But see, you got to remember this. He can't even. He did this to his own child,
right?
Because he couldn't handle not having her. He didn't care nothing about the child. He thought that was going to keep her. His whole process was never in. She was expendable. She came. She was a part of the package. Yeah. And since there ain't no package, ain't no need.
He was
and he killed himself. That's the part that be making me mad.
That's what I was about to say, Kate. He was a coward.
Right there, yes.
He was a coward. You can kill this helpless baby, but you didn't even have the guts to blow your fucking brains out. You willingness. Let me show you how much torture he really wanted to bestow on the child's mom. Not only do I want you to see it, I want you to relive it again when we go to trial.
Every day that lady gonna relive it every day she alive.
It's on video, so I'm sure it's out there.
It's envisioned.
I would check in my motherfucking self to the jailhouse, slap a police or something to get in jail. Because and going back to what Juicy said about those triggers, I've already told my daughter's mom, you have to understand that whomever you bring around my daughter, if something happened to my daughter, it has to happen to you too. I'm not gonna think about it. I just know whether you call me and tell me that day or keep it here from me for a year, keep it here from me for 9 years. The day that I know that it's true, sayonara. And I'm gonna be okay with going and laying on the top of a bunk till God call me home. Because you brought that individual around my daughter. You did that. But what I would like to know more of is how long had you been separated before you brought this dude or another man? Could have been better, could have been worse. into the child's life. How long was it before y'all broke up? Because in men's minds, when we break up with a woman, if we don't do the breaking up, or the woman do the breaking up and walk away, in our mind, if we see you a month and a half from now with another dude, because as Tony say, everybody's timeline to break up and be with somebody ain't a year, ain't 6 months, ain't 5 weeks.
Yeah,
It could be.
healing process is different.
And what most men need to understand is when that woman loved you, she loved you. And that's what hurt us the most, because we know that that woman that we deal with, that we losing, really wasn't a hoe. So we know she ain't gonna be fucking me and fucking you. So if she not fucking me no more, that means she fucking you, and I'm not gonna get it no more.
And you know how good of a person she was.
Right. So now you realize that you canceled, but what you didn't realize that she had done left you a year ago.
Mentally.
And even when she was leaving that year ago mentally, you did nothing to prevent the mental leave. So in the process of her mentally leaving you, she mentally attached herself to something else. And when she mentally attached herself to something else, you know how she was able to do that? Because you was never home to occupy no time. You always put your boys before your woman and your kids. So she knew your schedule. She knew that you ain't gonna come home at 1 o'clock in the morning every night. So the person she mentally attached herself with, she programmed him too to say, look, at 11:30, I get off the phone. Because he'll be home short. And as their relationship grew, her routine never changed to you. You didn't even see her leaving. So now she's gone, and you don't understand how it happened. That's what drove you even crazier, because you're not ready to look yourself in the mirror to acknowledge the things that you did to cause her to leave you.
As I often say, the one thing that men want when they get home is peace. Peace.
She gave him peace.
Wait.
Bye.
Hold on. The one thing that a woman wants is a man that listens. Not hear her, but listens to her. And there's a difference. Because she's like, baby, you hear me? Yeah, I hear you. So you hear her, but you're not listening. Because in her conversation, sometimes there's hidden messages, there's undertones, there's, for instance, or this is what she really means. See, hearing, you got to analyze and dissect all that. See, hearing, you just hear what's coming out of her throat. But listening, you're hearing what she's not saying.
And giving feedback on those hidden undertones, because she's waiting to watch your expression when she hits you with the big undertone.
Mm-hmm.
It's supposed to be a reply when you get to this right here. But you missed it because you was just hearing me and you wasn't listening to me.
Exactly.
I tell people all the time, conversation rules the nation. When you don't conversate or listen to your significant other, their complaints, their gripes, their things that they want you to find in the hidden message to address when they talk, the non-compliant, non-talking, they want you to say something to spark up the conversation so that they can say something. And when you come in and it's just quiet because that's the way you always want it. And how many times have you told this goddamn lady you want her to be quiet and some peace, and she still talk over your peace and you want quiet? But when she give you that quiet, that shit is like so quiet that you can hear a rat pissing on cotton. It's disturbing quiet.
That's when you should start hearing that theme song in the background. When a woman's fed up.
La 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 la. It ain't nothing you can do
about it.
Yeah. Now you need to start getting ready to look for the pee-pee.
Yes.
Because there's another pee-pee in the hunt now. And that's something that I try to tell people all the time. Just because you got a woman or just because you got a man does not mean ain't nobody else still hunting for your woman or your man.
Exactly.
You have to still hunt, which is court. The hunting is the courting. The courtship has to be continuous.
Throughout the relationship.
Throughout it.
Never stop courting.
Never stop courting.
Because those things you did to capture her attention, that's the thing you got to do to keep her attention. That's what she fell in love with. That's what she fell in love with. So you don't capture her attention, get her, and then stop doing it. Because now you've lost her attention.
And she was fighting to keep you. She was fighting to keep you. You know, keep looking at me.
Hello, see my lingeries?
Yeah, you don't see these new drawers I just went and bought. Girl, them things look the same. Oh yeah.
With the snap away pussy.
No, they're crotchless. Don't do snap aways. Easy access, baby.
You ain't seen none of that. But then, you know, that went on for about a year. And then one day, the Tyrone walked by smelling good, and she always seen him, but she ain't never gave him the day. But this day, Tyrone tell her, girl, you look like you wear them snap away pussy panties. And in the back of her mind, she's saying, boy, go sit down. How the fuck do you know I wear them? Get what? Now at lunchtime, she go sit her ass by Tyrone.
I'm gonna make it even easier. Sometimes it ain't necessarily gotta be no X-rated. It can be simply, can I take you to lunch? No, I'm just so busy around this office. Well, you still gotta eat. Well, you're right, I do. I could eat. Well, come on, just come on. Just two coworkers going to get something to eat. And he buy you something, but when he buy you something, he bought you what you like, and he ordered it. So now she's wondering, Dad, how you know what I like? That's impressive to her.
Cause 4 years I've been watching you eat the same Roman noodle pack.
Hello. For 4 years I've seen you bring in this certain salad or this certain dish. So he takes that sells that dish and he orders it for you. Now she's impressed. Oh shit.
And then he ain't eat. Then y'all get a little close, and you ain't had that thing ate right from the back in a long time. Oh my! You eat it from the back too?
Boy, you so crazy. You better go on now.
Yeah. Next thing you know, she knocking over there at your door. Remember you talking about you eat it from the back? I ain't even got on no panties. Eat it right here. I'm gonna stick it in at the screen though, so I can watch the street to make sure I ain't being followed. I done ate some pussy out the window like that before.
I don't know what to say. Tia.
Okay. Juicy. I sent you the information of that person that I sent that text message to.
Yeah.
I sent you that profile. Do me a favor if you don't mind. Please reach out to that person.
I will.
Oh shit. It's time to get out of here, y'all.
Yes.
We have the plum food tonight, and I didn't even know we was in our 5 and 10 minute area.
Look, you didn't even know your mic was on.
I don't gotta have no disclaimer. I done ate some pussy out the window. This my tongue. Damn it.
That's for another show, but I'm just trying to understand. Was she on punishment?
No, that's your point. What happens is when a woman, like you were saying, when a woman's fed up, mentally she's already checked out of the relationship. So maybe she's not giving it up on a regular basis no more because she's not feeling him no more, and she's now searching for her way out.
Mm-hmm.
Baby, the
I
doors
can get
are revolving.
yes. Yes. And he can't use no more manual labor.
And no more to the windows, to the wall.
Listen.
I never understood that song. To the
Listen.
windows.
We really have to, because women like to have sex more than men. And we've talked about it to where when a woman find a dude that she love having sex with and he completes her to where it's like he's in her skin, she's in his skin, she can still feel him inside of her when he ain't. She can, have the when that woman stop having them type of visions of you, and where she normally snugs up under you, toot her booty up to let you know I'm ready. You know how that goddamn position, Juicy. what they call it spooning. They call it spooning.
Tooted and booted.
Yeah.
So like spooning means you're ready?
You know when you're in that baby fetus position, but you set it back in your booty up.
Cuddling.
You got that baby lotion on your ass cheeks.
Yes. Got that extra shimmer shine on you. You ain't had it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. But this extra shimmer shine is on the back of your cheek, and instead of having the whole drawers that cover the whole booty, it cut right up, right where you know he like it, so he can see the shimmer from off of the TV. I need you to make it creamy tonight, Daddy.
What's that you eating?
Pussy.
Listen,
put
y'all.
Put them on big.
You can put it on big. It covered it. It can reach. Listen. We passed our time, y'all. We finna get up out of here. We appreciate you guys coming on. Support.
The manager said we're gonna get blocked.
Right. You have to put the thing up for real now. It's not for anyone under 18.
The disclaimer.
Yeah.
But we're gonna go on and get up out of here. We're gonna bring out the juiciest cakes in the business. Let them know, Jew Cake.
Look, can you put him up big while I talk?
Put him up big.
Yeah, while I talk. Don't keep on.
No.
You can find me here every Tuesday and Friday on the ATL show on Facebook, Nicole Purse, Instagram, Miss Beautiful, or TikTok, Miss Juicy. How you say make all the noises?
I'm enjoying the juices.
The whole mess.
Oh God.
All right, now y'all know. My sister, she's probably out there making that money. We miss you, Sweetness. Tyson's mama. We love you. And know probably you had something to handle a little bit more important, but you know we gonna represent, bring out the boss man, the one that makes it possible for us. Be out here on this platform to do our things out here in this ATL world, ATL land. the one and only, pain in my ass. I wouldn't want one day without him, even though he is a pain in my ass. AB, let him know.
What up? I'm Anthony Brown, yours truly. I can be found on all social media, all platforms. That's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube under Anthony Brown or The Anthony Brown Show. Also follow my Facebook page, Anthony the Writer. I'm also on TikTok, Facebook Reels. I'm handling business, doing my thing. Words live by, and I live by it, and you should too. You got to grind until you shine. For business purposes, please give me a call at 561-768-3017. But for advertising and marketing, call Legacy the Great, not me.
Want to give a shout out to our backstage manager, supervisor, disgruntled, mean, sweet chef, Miss Carlotta. We appreciate you, love. Bring out the, you know who I am. Freak nasty, double back, liquor from your to your crack. Legacy the Great. You can reach me on Facebook up under Dream Williams. Hit me on YouTube.
That juicy coochie was drowning him. Girl, don't be no squirter.
We gonna try this again. I'm Legacy the Great. Y'all can hit me up on Facebook, up on Dream Williams, YouTube, Legacy the Great. My email is legacyunlocked@mail.com. My cell phone number for business purposes only. Filing documents in the court, motions, anything dealing with the legal system, pretty much I can handle it. Have a great team. I have my own notary, things of that nature. If you need, I also can direct you to the nutritionist who can help you out with things that you know that I can't help you out with because I don't know a damn thing other than lifting weights and walking. But you could also reach out to me for advertisement or business purposes dealing with the law and if you locked outside of your car, Palm Beach area. Definitely we'll find a way to help assist you with that. You can hit me up at 229-630-7615 and also 561-907-9129. This has been a
work.
Say what, Kate?
I said teamwork makes the dream work.
All the time. All the time. So with that being said, it's the weekend, baby. We're gonna get back at you guys on Tuesday. And the word that I live by, get it with him, Kate.
Hold on. Next Friday, I definitely want to tune in next Friday. I got a special guest coming on Friday. So that's all I'm saying. We got a special guest coming on Friday. I'm gonna start promoting. I got the guy making the thumbnail and the flyer. So call a friend, tell your family, but everybody definitely want to be here next Friday.
Tony,
treat for everybody.
You see how that's how you make it. ATL ho.
28 grams of moss, 28 grams of moss. Little people the kings, little people the kings. Y'all ain't ready for this, y'all ain't ready for this. Yeah. I'm the champion, I'm the champion, don't know why you can't wanna wait to be with the feet just to give you cats a chance to eat. What you got for early didn't finish the plate. Now that I'm back, you rap cats are gonna have to wait. Been gone a whole year, still nobody got the leadership or the heart to even feel my spot. I'm the champion, must I say it again? The best in this rap game and I continue to win. See, I'm allergic to that, losing makes me sneeze. Like your phony rap cat, I'm about to make it squeeze. Bring your whole crew, nigga, I'ma swallow that. So when it pops off, ASC is on a holler back. It's 28 grams, nigga. I've been running this shit. So anything in front of me can fuck around and get hit. I follow you, rap cat, so you niggas my sons and I'm the truth. Wow, cause I'm the motherfucking champion. I'm the champion. I'm the champion. I'm the champion. I'm the still representing. the A&T, but I carry my throne. God bless every child that can hold it home. And I am that child, as you niggas can see. Cause ain't another rapper out there better than me. And this goes to anybody trying to steal my spot. I'm number one in this shit, so number one you got. So when you gas scream, y'all is the best, I laugh. Like really, you cats don't really know the how. You do the math, and that's yourself who really great. Then add it up and watch it equal up to 28. So that's the little gas know who really the gun. I'm overall, I let you niggas fight for number one. Yeah, put that on my life, put that on my son. Gotta stay the best of people licking Trey Lund. And my throne, I'm a key.